So the goal for today is to write a short form video to help promote my latest t-shirts. And this will actually be my first time doing it. Because even though I've dropped hoodies and t-shirts before, I've only used pictures to promote it. So I don't know how this is going to play out, but I guess we'll see together. So I recently picked up this book, Ogilvy on Advertising, and there's this one paragraph that really stood out to me. Let's say you are a manufacturer. Your advertising isn't working and your sales are going down. And everything depends on it. Your future depends on it. Your family's future depends on it. Other people's families depend on it. And you walk in this office and talk to me. And you sit in that chair. Now, what do you want out of me? Fine writing? Do you want masterpieces? Do you want glowing things that can be framed by copywriters? Or do you want to see the goddamn sales curve stop moving down and start moving up? So the reason that stood out to me is because I'm insecure. Even though I know I'm an artist, I feel like other artists out there don't see me as one because I don't paint or I don't make music. So I feel like everything I create has to be artistic and super creative to prove to them that I am an artist, especially since my brand is about making art. So that's what's in the back of my mind every time I create something, and it kind of messes me up sometimes. I end up making something confusing because I'm trying to be too creative. So after reading that paragraph, it was a reminder to be clear, not clever. My plan is to turn Make Art or Die and my personal brand into a long-lasting career, meaning I have to make money in order to keep going. Therefore, I shouldn't allow other people's perceptions and judgments of me stop me from getting results. And the way I learn to get results is to be clear, not clever. So another thing I learned from this book is that in order to write your best ad copy, which is basically the words you use to sell a product, then you need to really study the product. You need to learn everything about it. And this book was written more towards people who work at ad agencies, so they really had to study because it was another person's product. However, in this case, I created the shirt, so I know everything about it. So the main focus of the shirt is on the back, where it says get back to the art. And that basically means to get back to yourself. Art is self expression, it's self love. And I feel like a lot of people, not just artists, have gotten away from themselves. Life is making people forget who they are. For example, people are losing themselves at jobs they hate. And I know this because that's exactly what I went through. When I first started working at Target, I was this happy, optimistic person. But as the years went on, I became a bitter person because I felt stuck at a dead end job. I started out as an optimist and ended up a pessimist. Another example is people are getting stuck in relationships where they're giving more than the other person. They're willing to lose who they are to please their significant other. Then, when it comes to artists, artists are losing themselves trying to please the algorithm. They're giving up who they are to try to go viral. So, get back to the art basically means to get back to yourself. Get back to loving yourself. Get back to feeding your soul. All right, so now I'm going to develop a short script that illustrates that message. And I'm going to aim for around 20 to 30 seconds because I feel like that's what does best on TikTok and IG Reels. So let's do this. All right, so this is what I have so far. I might tweak it later, but let me just show you what I have for now. You've lost yourself. You're stuck at a job you hate, a relationship that's one-sided. You don't know who you are anymore. And I know exactly how you feel because I've been there. I lost myself. However, over the past 3 years, I found my way back. And it was simple. Go for a run. Spend time alone. Paint. Play basketball. Color. Play dress up. Start a garden. Get back to doing the things you love. And I promise it's through that process that you'll find yourself again. You just got to get back to the art. So let me break down why I believe this will work. The first part where it says you've lost yourself, and then it says about the job and relationship. This identifies a problem that so many people have. So hopefully this grabs their attention. And then it goes on to say, and I know exactly how you feel because I've been there. This shows people that I'm on the same page as them. But then I move on to say that I found my way back. And this gives me kind of some authority because I've been where they are and I found a solution. And then I move on to the solution, which is basically getting back to doing things you love, getting back to the art. So first, I identify a problem. I make it relatable by putting myself in there. and then I give a solution. So that's why I believe this will work. However, we never know how it's going to play out. Once we post something, once we give it to the world, it's in their hands. We have no control over that. So in the next video, we're going to get out there and add visuals to what we've written. Hopefully it performs well because I'd love to get this message out there. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.